Okay, so I'm gonna start going over the Unit 5 test review that you got today, and go over every single problem. So you should be checking your answers so that way you're prepared for tomorrow's test. So the first problem is a multiplication problem. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna multiply the coefficients, and then you are going to add your exponents. So 9 times -2 gives me -18. And then I have to add my matching exponents. So I have t to the third, and I have t technically to the first. So I'm doing t to the 3 plus 1. Then my next variable is n, and I have n to the -5th, and I am adding n squared. So then I simplify that, bring down my -18. 3 plus 1 makes 4. And then I have -5 plus 2, which is n to the -3rd exponent.
I need to get Maggie's water bottle. Oh.
And then I'm going to make all my negative exponents positive by bringing them to the denominator. So the 18 is a coefficient, that's a whole number. So I'm going to leave that in the numerator. It just is -18 in the numerator. T to the 4th over n to the 3rd power. I don't think she left a water bottle on here.
She's texting, she pulled up my mom.
Really?
Yeah, pulled up.
Yeah, no, I don't think she left a water bottle. Sorry. So question 2 is power to a power. So this is basically where you're multiplying. You have to distribute this in and multiply it with the values that are there. So 5 times 3 is going to give me w to the 15th. 4 times 3 gives me 12. Both of these has positive exponents, so I am done. I just circle my answer. 3, this is multiple choice. You have to distribute first your 4 into the first set of parentheses. So this is -2 to the power of 4. Then you also go to the h. H has a power of 1, so you have h. 1 times 4 makes 4. Then k also has a power of 1, so it's really just getting a power of 4. I also have this in the back, which I have to distribute to this set of parentheses. So I have 4 squared. So this is being multiplied with 4 squared. H has a power of 3. It's getting a power of 2, so that makes h to the 6 because you're multiplying it. And then k, you're multiplying those values. 5 times 2 makes 10, so you have k to the 10th power. And now it's a multiplication problem, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my exponents. It's okay, just leave it. Here you go. So I multiply my coefficients. I have 2. Oh, I have to figure this out first. -2 to the 4th power. Bye, have a good day. -2 to the 4th power is -2 multiplied by -2 multiplied by -2 multiplied by -2. So this is actually going to make positive 16. H to the 4th. K to the 4th, multiplied by 4 squared is 16, h to the 6th, k to the 10th. So I multiply my large numbers. I have 16 times 16, and then that's going to give me 256. Add my little h's, h to the 4th plus h to the 6th makes h to the 10th, k to the 4th plus k to the 10th makes k to the 14th. So a lot of people were getting h because they messed up and thought this was a -16. -2 4 times will make a positive number. Question 4, this is a division problem, so I'm going to subtract my exponents. But right now, first thing I have is a fraction of 1/4. I cannot simplify 1/4, so really that's going to end up in my final answer. My first variable is r. I'm taking 3, and I'm minusing -1. So I have 3 minus -1. Then I have t, and I have -5 minus 2. So if I rewrite this, I have 1/4 r, 3 minus -1. When you're subtracting a negative, it's really just adding, so you get +4. And then t, you have -5 minus 2 more. So you're subtracting from a negative, so you're getting a smaller number, so technically a bigger negative. Now, in this case, you have to put positive exponents in the numerator, negative exponents in the denominator. So this is a positive, so it's going up in the numerator. So r to the 4th divided by 4, t to the 7th. You could write a whole number of 1 right here to represent 1/4, but that's not technically fully simplified, so you don't really want to write write the 1. Number 5 is power to a power, so I'm going to bring that in. The first thing that's getting that power is -8. -8 to the power of 2 is 64. Then I have x to the power of 2 getting a power of 2, so that makes x to the 4th because I multiply it. Same thing with y. Power of 2 already has a power of 2, so that makes it 4. Divided by, I bring my 3 into the 4. 4 to the 3rd power is 4 times 4, which is 16, times 4 again, which also makes 64. Then I have x to the 3rd raised to the 3rd again, so it's x to the 9th because I'm multiplying those exponents, and then y to the 3rd. Now it's a division property, so I am simplifying using division. 64 divided by 64 just makes 1, so they just really cancel. And then I have 4 minus 9. That's going to make -5, and 4 minus 3 is +1. So the y is positive, it's going to end up top. The x has a negative exponent, it's going to end up down below and become positive. So you have y, x to the 5th. Number 6 is power to a power as well. I'm going to distribute that 2 into my numerator. So I get 4 squared is 16. M to the 5th times 2 is m to the 10th. R to the 2nd multiplied by 2 is r to the 4th. Divided by, this power also goes to the 5. 5 squared is 25. M squared to the power of 2 makes m to the 4th. R to the 3rd raised to the power of 2 makes r to the 6th. And then I'm using division, so I'm subtracting. I can't simplify 16 over 25, so it's going to end up in my final answer. M to the 10th minus 4 makes +6. So m to the 6th is going to end up top. 4 minus 6 is -2. So it's going to end up in the denominator and become positive. And that's my final answer for that one. 7 says a rectangle has a length of 25x cubed and a width of 5x squared. Find the area. To find area, it's area equals length times width. So you're doing 25x cubed multiplied by 5x squared. So I multiply my constants. 25 multiplied by 5 is going to make 125. And then for a multiplication problem, I'm actually adding the exponents. So 3 plus 2 will make a total of 5. Question 8 is power to a power, so I'm going to multiply these. So I have 6 1/3 multiplied by 4/5. So I keep the 6. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 5 is 15. And then you can just stop. You could put this technically in radical form too if you really wanted to. You could say 6 15th root of 6 raised to the 4th power. Either one of those is fine. I'm just going to stop here. For these ones, you're going to evaluate. Evaluate is another word to solve. 6 squared makes 36. 2 squared is 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9. 10. This you can't technically solve right away, but we're going to change this from exponential form to radical form. So I'm finding the 4th root of 81 raised to the power of 5. So what this means is 4 numbers that are the same exact number that multiply to make 81. The 4 numbers that are exactly the same that multiply to make 81 is 3. 3 to the 4th power makes 81. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So now I have 3 to the power of 5. And 3 to the power of 5 would be 243. I'm going to do the same thing for 11. I have the 6th root of 64 raised to the 5th power. I need 6 numbers that are exactly the same that multiply to make 64. Those 6 numbers are 2, and I'm raising 2 to the 5th power. 2 to the 5th power is 32. And then these ones are writing them in radical form. So this is exponential form. So the front number is the denominator of your fraction. You could write a power of 1, but you don't need it. So that's my final answer for this one. This is 3x to the power of 1/4, but only the x is being raised to that power of 1/4, not the 3. It's not in parentheses. So 3 is being multiplied by the 4th root of x. Same thing with 14. The y is the only thing with that 1/2 power. So 10's out front, square root of y. You could use parentheses like I did here or no parentheses. Either way is perfectly fine. Hopefully this helps you. I know I went really fast. This is during my planning period, so I was trying to do this really quick before the end of the day and stuff. Just pause and go back, rewind if you need to. Good luck.